Okay, welcome back, my wonderful viewers. In this tutorial, I want to show you guys how to check your answers to see if you're right or wrong. Well, a good number of people many people have asked me questions regarding this, so I decided to put up a video to clear up the air. Okay, so one thing in mathematics is not even about solving it. It's all about being very certain that your answer is right, even before submitting it to your teacher or examiner. So in this video, I'll teach you guys how to verify that the answer you have gotten is right or wrong. Okay, so in this question, let us just write solution. After writing solution, let's bring down the question, which is 3x plus 2 is equal to 11. So you can recall the last time I told you guys that the equality sign separates a given equation into two parts, or separates algebraic equation into two parts, the left hand part and the right hand part. This side is the left hand side, which I'll call LHS. This side is the right hand side, which I'll call RHS. So this is the equality sign, separates these two guys. So this guy will come in handy. I also advise you guys to watch my video with regards to introduction to algebra so that you get this picture right away. Okay, so you discover that in order to solve this or to prove your answer, you have to keep in mind with regards to these two things, because they will help us to play a reasonable role. So what this thing means in plain English is, it is telling you that whatever that is at the left hand side must be the same as whatever that is at the right hand side. For example, if I say that 6 is equal to 7, this is absolutely false. You cannot convince even a blind man that this is equal to this. But if I tell you that 12 all over 2 is the same thing as 6, so this is believable. It has been proven. This is the left hand side, and this guy is the right hand side. They are equal. So this is true. So now, after solving your stuff, you have to check to know whether what is here is same as what is here. But then, enough of talking, let's go down to dig it down and to make sure that this video sticks to the right part. So you have to keep in mind that before you check your answer, you must have gotten an answer to know whether your answer is right or wrong. So we must first of all solve this given equation. So thereafter, we check if and only if the answer that we have gotten is right or wrong. If it's right, you know you are good to go. If it's wrong, just go back to redo it. There must be a mishap somewhere. So in this regard, this is a given question. So if you check here, this guy is not arranged. It's not arranged in the sense that we have x, we have plus 2, we have 11. These two and this plus 2 and 11 are known as constant, and they happen to be like terms, whereas 3x has no other brother or sibling, so it is on its own. So in order to arrange this, you say collect like terms. So if you have not watched Introduction to Algebra, please go and visit the video that has to do with that on my YouTube channel, so as to get abreast with what I'm talking about here. So you say collect like terms. So after you must have done that, and algebraic rule has it that if you want to collect like terms, let all constants go to the right hand side. So in this regard, 3x, 3 is a coefficient, x is the variable, 3 is the coefficient of x. So 3 will stay at the left hand side. 11 is a constant, it has to remain here, but plus 2 must go and meet 11, so as to balance what the algebraic rule says. In order for it to go, once it crosses this equality sign, the sign will change from plus to minus. So in this regard, we have 3x is equal to 11 minus this is 9. So since we have gotten this, we are looking for x, we are not looking for 3x. And to find x, forgive me, we have to deal with this 3, because 3 is what is currently disturbing x. So to do that, you say divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x here? 3. So it implies that 3x all over 3 is the same thing as 9 all over 3, because these are the two sides we have, the left hand side and the right hand side. Whatever you are using to divide the left hand side, do the same to the right hand side. So 3 will cancel 3 here, x falls down, equal to 3 will cancel itself 1, 3 will cancel 9 to give you what? 3. So we have gotten what? 3 here. These are the steps that we took to get this. So you have to remember that we have gotten our x as 3. Let me clean it and prove to you that this answer is right or wrong. So if you come here to check whether your answer is right, all you need to do, you have to know that we have gotten our x as 3. So you remember that the question says 3x plus 2 is equal to 11. What is telling you that whatever that is at the left hand side must be the same thing as the right hand side. So, and also what you need to do is you put x, anywhere you see x, you put what? 3. But in this given question, x only appears at the left hand side. We have no occurrence of x at the, it only occurs at the left hand side. We have no occurrence of x at the right hand side. So all we need to do is, you have to recall that 3x is the same thing as saying 3 times x, or the same thing as saying 3 into what? X. So in this regard, it implies that you have to work with the left hand side. After working with the left hand side, whatever answer you have gotten, compare it with the right hand side. So we have here 3 times, what is the value of x? We got x as 3, plus this 2. 3 times this is 9, plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So this 11 is at the left hand side, is the same thing as this. So the answer is what? True. So this is the way we'll go about it to verify if your answer is right or wrong. So if you must have gotten this, you are good to go. No human being on earth will fail you except if that person doesn't know mathematics. So you have to know how to go about this. Let me also give you another example to solidify your understanding with regards to this. Okay, let's say you are given this. Let me change before you people will say I'm using 3 all the time. Let's say 5 in bracket x minus 1 is equal to, let's say 2 in bracket equal to 2. Let me leave it like this for now. Now, question says find x. Let's say this guy is not there. So you write solution. After writing solution, let's bring down this. 5 into x minus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, let me change this guy to 10, forgive me. I want to get a whole number as answer. I don't want to get a fraction, forgive me about that anyway. So I can approach this in 2 methods, but for now, let me solve this in one method. I will do it in other methods. We still get the same answer anyway. So this guy will be, recall that anytime we see this bracket, it's something as saying 5 times everything inside the bracket is something as 10. So 5 multiply x will give you 5x. 5 multiply minus 1 will give you minus 5 equal to 10. So you have to keep in mind that there is nothing wrong with the former question I gave. I have to change it because I'm looking for a whole number as answer. I don't want to get fraction as answer. So as it stands here, you say collect items because we see minus 5 and we see 10. They are like items. Say collect items. We say that if 5x, we don't have another x, we leave it. We have equality sign. We take this guy to the right hand side. 10. 10 will not change sign because 10 did not move. Only this guy moved, the sign will change from minus to plus. So we have 5x is equal to this plus this will definitely give you 15. We are looking for x, we are not looking for 5x. We say divide both sides. divide both sides by the coefficient. I could say it by 5, or I could also say by the coefficient of x. See the same thing. So in this regard, we have 5x divided by 5, because the coefficient of x here is 5, equal to this 15 divided by 5. 5 cancels 5, x falls down, equal to 5 cancel itself is 1, 5 cancels 15 will give us 3. Another 3 again. So this is what we've gotten. So when we clean up this, keep in mind what the value of x is. Okay, so when we clean up this, we have gotten our x again as 3. So all you need to do, in order to check your answer whether it's right or wrong, you can say check in. So let us bring down the given question again and read meaning to it. So in this given stuff, you find out that this left hand side, we have to compare it whether it is the same thing as the right hand side. So which means the left hand side, since the right hand side has already been known as 10, let us substitute or replace the value of what? The value of x, which is 3, at the left hand side, to check whether what it will give us will be the same as this 10 that is at the right hand side. So you have to record that our x is 3. So it becomes 3, 5 times, bracket means multiplication. Anywhere we see x, we put 3. 3 minus 1 equal to 10. Forgive me. We don't need this again. We only want to check whether what is here will give us what is here. So we have 5 multiplied by 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Of course, 10 is the same thing as 10. Our answer is perfect. So the same thing goes with regards to anyone that has to do with decimal or fraction. See the same thing that it will give you. So, but let me solve alternatively another way to solve that stuff, because I promised to solve it as well. The question is 5 into x minus 1 equal to 10. So here now, since 10 can divide, this is multiplication. Since this 5 can divide 10, we can go direct to say 5 cancel this, or divide both sides by 5. 5 into here will give us 2. So everything here will be x minus 1 equal to 2. When you collect items, it will be x equal to 2 plus 1. Our s will see the same thing as 3. But in a situation whereby we have 5x plus 3 equal to 10, do not go and divide this by this. It doesn't work that way. If you try it, it will give you a different thing and the answer will be what's wrong. So do not try it. You can only divide when you see multiplication, only multiplication. So do not go and try it. Okay, so let me also give you another one that must lead us to fractions, so that you guys will also compare and contrast. Let's say, if I say if x plus 3, okay, let's make it this way, 2 into x plus 3 will surely give you 3x minus 1. Then the question says find x. Let's say find x. It must not be x anyway. So all we need to do is solution. So this answer, this stuff is likely to give us an answer that is fraction. So this becomes, when we bring this guy down, we have this equal to 3x minus 1. So we need to multiply out, because this guy makes 2 times everything here. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times plus 3 is plus 6 equal to 3x minus 1. So the next is collect like terms. Collect like terms. When you collect like terms, we have 2x. This guy will come over here, we have minus 3x. Equal to minus 1, welcome 6. 6 goes there, turns to be minus. This doesn't give us. So this minus this will be minus x. So minus 1 minus 7 minus 6 is minus 7. Well, forgive me. The answer is also, we say divide both sides. Divide both sides by minus 1 because the coefficient of x here is minus 1. We have minus x divided by minus 1 equal to minus 7 divided by minus 1. Minus cancels minus, s falls down, equal to minus cancels minus. 7 over 1 is 7. So the answer is 7. It doesn't give us a negative store, it doesn't give us a fraction. So sorry about that. So let me clean up this and also prove this, whether it is right or wrong. We have gotten our x and 7. So you have to verify whether this answer is right or wrong. So to do that, it will be, you say check, I say check in, depending how you want to put it. Bring down the so-called stuff, equal to 3x minus 1. You have to recall that your s is what, 7. So what happens here is, since we don't really know the true value of this, we have to substitute both of them at the same time. This side is our left hand side, and this side is our right hand side. So the left hand side and the right hand side must be the same. If they are not the same, whatever you have gotten is 100% wrong. So it will be these two into anywhere we see x, we'll put 7. This is x, we'll put 7 plus 3 equal to here 3x is something as saying 3 times x. So keep that in mind. So you have 3 multiplied by our x is 7 minus 1. We have 2 into 3 plus 7 plus 3 is 10 equal to this times this 21. 21 minus 1. So this times this 2 into 10 or 2 bracket 10 is something as 2 times 10, which is 20 equal to 21 minus 1 is 20. So 100% you are good to go. No human being will tell you that this is wrong, except that person is a newbie in mathematics. Okay, so in this regard, I'll wrap up this video by saying thank you, my wonderful viewers, and also do encourage me by subscribing to my channel, and also feel free to share to your friends and family, and do have a lovely day. Stay tuned.